Alrighty, we are live on YouTube. Let's go to TikTok. Alright, y'all. Trying to get my camera together. Alright, we have ES on this side, NQ. NQ, we kind of already made a higher high, but I don't want to consider this S&T yet because there's still this can still hit this mark. NQ is just moving a little bit faster. So we're not getting on until we're not going back down to the 1 minute until 9:50, which is it's 9:44. So hopefully we sweep this liquidity. This is a 4 hour fair value gap right here. Hopefully we reverse. We come up here and reverse, or we get an S&T like this ES comes here and doesn't quite sweep it before it reverses, or comes up here and doesn't quite sweep it to get some S&T. This is the 4 hour gap on ES, and then NQ. NQ swept this liquidity though. It did not on ES, so it could be S&T, but I feel like I said, I feel like it's gonna sweep it and go up. It's just a little behind right now. This is the 1 hour chart, and we do have a fair value gap here on the 1 hour. That we just inversed. So if I have two different time frames, I like to mark them. So we have 1 hour, then we have a 4 hour. Like I said, we're not getting on until 9:50. So we'll let it sit here, and we'll just see if it comes up here and reverses from there. The next liquidity point on NQ is probably, I don't even know, we're gonna go over lower time frame for that one. It looks like it's pushing up to here, so we could just wait for this. This is probably a decent sized move too, going here to here, but let's just wait and see what we get. See if we get like a push before NQ hits this, like some S&T. We can go down to the 30 minute. On the 30 minute, on both, we have a nice 9:30 push. Do we have any swing highs? Not really, but we could do this one, I guess, too, if it wants to reverse from this one. Is there another one on ES? I mean, technically, see, that's why I like my time synced up on my crosshair, because I would have marked this one on ES, but technically on the same time frame on ES, this is the same time frame as this one. So we haven't swept this one on ES because that one is this one. See how the moves are a little closer on ES and they're further on NQ. As I've stated before, that's why I switched to NQ, because the moves are a little bigger and faster. But let's see, let's wait. We have 3 more minutes until 9:50, and then we'll see what we can get. Maybe I don't know if I can mark it on here. No, I can't. I have to mark it on like a smaller time frame. 9:50 to 10:10. I mean, I'll mark it really quickly. 9:50. And then we had news today, 8:30. Yeah, we had 8:30 news, which didn't do too much. It was just this candle here. So nothing crazy. Let's just go back. I want to try to sit, like I said, on higher time frames until we get some kind of liquidity sweep. We can see if there's an internal one on NQ that it can reverse from. Not really. This really is the one, the next one. Oops. Honestly, this one should be up a little higher. But yeah, the next one. I hate when it does that. Yeah, this is the next one. So, we gonna see what we get. 1 more minute until 9:50. Still haven't broken it on ES, so let's see if we'll get an S&T divergence. But like I said, I'm gonna wait for a liquidity sweep or reversal. That's all we're trading. If we don't get a reversal, then we don't trade today. If we don't get a reversal, we don't take a trade. That's how we're trading. So let's see what we get on ES. S&T is really all you need for a reversal, for real anyway. And then I did not mark any downside liquidity targets, but they would be first this one. And then second, these relative equal highs. And then third here from yesterday. This is the trade we took yesterday. So let's get something like that today. All right, it is 9:50, 9:51. So let's wait still. We're already close to this liquidity point, so I might as well just wait for it to be taken out. And it could go to the next one too. Some people may wait for this 4-hour one. We're gonna see. Took a small 75 loss, waiting on something clear to form. Was honestly trying something. I feel that, it is what it is sometimes. Yeah, just gotta wait and be patient. Sometimes that 9:30 will fake you out, or that is a decent move. Like I used to trade this up to liquidity moves sometimes, but sometimes it will. What was 9:30? Here. It's not a terrible move, but it's just not. Like you're already almost there. But sometimes you'll get in like at 9:30, and then it will come down, stop you out, and then go the way you want it type shit. That's why I stopped doing those. I used to take them, but like I said, if I don't catch a bottom of a move, I'm not trying to get stopped out, even though it's making higher highs. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll make higher highs and lower lows and still go your way type shit. But what would the trade would have been? Something like this, stop loss below this low, or if you want to be really safe, this low, but your risk reward's a little worse. Something like this, but we're trying to catch something big down to here. You have a low inverted for value gap. Maybe forming, but we're so close to liquidity. Like I'm not even finna play with it. Not even finna play with it. So let's just go back on a 30-minute and let it finish what it wants to do. Let it go higher. Let ES confirm some S&T or something first. So let's see. I don't go in with the bias because some people are like, oh, you're trying to predict. Like, no, I just let it. Market show me we're already closed. So sometimes I would take these little scalps. Like, if we're already closed, but I've done that and it's gone like down here and then, gone to me. So it's a little different. Or you just have to have a not stop loss and be okay with the drawdown. You have some liquidity up here, but we have this hour for value gap. This looks like a big move on the 30-minute, but once you go on the 1 minute, it's really not that big. If it's still small like this in the 1 minute, it's not even worth taking the trade. Because technically, once we invert, you can take it up, but... Okay, we're starting to have some downward movement, but I'm not, even on ES, which is giving S&T. So we can wait for it to close underneath this to be extra safe. We can wait for a candle close below this low, which I don't think it's gonna do before we sweep this. Just go ahead and sweep that. But we do have a wick forming on ES on the 30-minute. This line is crooked. And then we did have this little fair value gap here that inverted, but I don't really trust this one right now. Like I said, because we do have a little internal liquidity sweep. That's why sometimes that's the one, but we're just so close to this one. But let's see what it looks like on the 30-minute as well. Okay, we do have a wick, and we have 3 more minutes, so you could just wait for this candle to close, honestly. Because we did come up into this fair value gap. I said on higher time frames it will fill, so it could reverse from this fair value gap as well. So I would probably wait till it close under first, though, or sweep this. I wouldn't just get in the middle. But we do have signs of S&T, because we did not sweep this, but we did sweep, that's this on ES. On the 1 hour. Let's see, because sometimes I've marked S&T too early, and then the candles will still push up and then do what they need to do. So you gotta wait for like the candle to close and already see like what's it gonna do. Like yesterday, we got the S&T on the sell side. Yeah, because technically that never took out that, but on NQ, so you gotta match up your cursor, because see, this is, yeah, this line is here on ES. We haven't broken yet. So we'll see. Yeah, we had S&T here yesterday. NQ made a higher high. ES swept that little liquidity there. And that's what we got in that trade. I didn't even notice S&T, but I did take the trade. We wanted it to be like clear like that. Like it already closed, it's moving. So it's looking like it's pushing back up. We're gonna see. But what if, because this is this, and this lines up with this. But I just feel like, what if this is meant to be this? But we have the same 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. NQ is just higher. has swept the first one. But it still looks the same. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a true S&T divergence. All right, see how we waited? It's almost there. It's still fighting it, but push on up. Let's see what it looks like on the 4 hour. Some people might wait for you to tap the 4 hour gap, but we shall see. Hopefully we get a nice CRT. This candle closes. This candle goes above a little bit and then comes back into the range. After sweeping the liquidity is what we want. That's what we want to see. This is the 4 hour candle, so let's go back to the 1 hour because we're not going to be on the chart for that for a whole 4 hour candle. Or I won't be. Y'all might be. Just a patience game. So I'd be like, oh, trading, da da da. It's such a boring thing. Now, if you're a CRT trader, you mark something like this, and then wait for it to come in here, and then you take your trade down back to the other side. But you want it to come up first. But we do have a little strong S&T. If it is S&T, like I said, I'm not really sure. We're at 10 o'clock now. See, push, push, push. I want to sweep this yellow and then come back into this pink line. It's technically CRT. But we did sweep at least the 9 o'clock candle. We have not on ES though, so it is giving strong S&T as well. ES, as you see, is not swept to the top of the candle. But NQ has swept the top of the candle. So we can go down to the 1 minute. I want to wait for this liquidity sweep here because we're so close. I don't know if it's going to do it because we got this. Okay, we're back in the range. We're moving down with a nice wick. Let's see what we are getting. Okay, this fair value gap that was made that we didn't even like, no, we're not even worried about it now. We do have a small one here to inverse. And now we're going to move this, though, to the swing low. I want this swing low to be broken. ES looks like it's going down, too, so we do have some S&T here. Hourly candle took out highs. This hourly candle did not on ES, and we're pushing down. So you can get it on the inverse of this. We can do an extra confirmation like we backtested yesterday, invert of this, and a market structure shift. Then get in. I still wanted to sweep this yellow line, but we did sweep the hourly. We're still in our little time frame. Like, just going up there, take out that hourly liquidity, because I don't want to get in, and then it goes up, stops me out, and then goes my way. I do not want to do that. Like, we're so close to that hourly liquidity that it's like, and it doesn't even have to sweep it on ES. I just want it on NQ. But it doesn't have to sweep it on either, honestly. As long as it just goes down the rest of the day, I will be happy with that. But yeah, we do have this trading a little sideways still. So it could. This is technically a turtle soup, though. If we didn't have this liquidity here that I'm waiting for, the hourly one, once we candle close in this range like that, some people just get in the trade after that. Like, they would have got in right at this line here for a turtle soup, and I wouldn't until we sweep, because you could get stopped out. However, your stop loss is so small, it's kind of worth it. Like, your stop loss is tiny if you just got in at this pink line. Your stop loss, even if your stop loss is above this, it's tiny, but see, it's tiny, it's like right there. So, I mean, I feel like that might be worth it to some people, because that's probably like a little bit of money, depending on what you're risking, but I don't want to get in on that. We're trading sideways, so let's just sit back on the 1 hour. And we can sit on the 1 minute. I have patience today. Because even this, we have 55 minutes. This still could go up here and sweep some, but it doesn't look like it wants to. I want this one to sweep this on NQ. And then I feel confident. All right, push on up. If this sweeps this, and this still doesn't sweep this high, we're definitely good for sales. Like, that would be ideal. We do have some swing lows here too that it could be break in for a market structure shift. So you don't have to wait for this bottom one. We have some swing lows made here. So now a market structure shift and an invert will go together as well. We are pushing. Do y'all think we're gonna sweep this? Y'all wanna wait for this, or y'all wanna get in on this? Inverted. I mean, let's look on the 5 minute. Or the 15. It just sucks to get in and it goes up here, sweeps it and comes down. It's not fun. But I mean, it's looking like it wants to go down. But then boom, it's like patience. I'm waiting on a market shift to be sure. Yeah, I agree. When it's not, which market structure shift? You'll get in on this one, or you're gonna get on this original one? I think the original one is better, probably. This one right before the hour fair value gap. Because these, see, wicked, did not candle close below these. The 845 low. Oh yeah, that's a 845 lows. Way down there. You mean the 945 low? Or you're gonna take it the bottom of this fair value gap, the bottom of the hourly one, which is fair too, because we still have a lot of downside to go from there. Oh, you're on the 5 minute. Gotcha. Smart. But yeah, we're just trading sideways. So yeah, just go ahead and sweep that yellow line so we can really be sure. Then we can take anything. After we sweep this yellow line, you can even get in from there if you want to. Unless it, like, trades up a little bit, like it usually likes to do, like candle close, play with it a little bit, and then go down. That's what we want. Still, SMT is holding, but we got a little wick like it wants to go up. We're just chilling, waiting for a confirmation of our trade. I might go up in lot size today, just waiting for something real sure before I go up in my lot size. Also, I realized my Ninja Trader P&L be lagging because of OBS. So I might have to get a PC, y'all, which I don't want to do per se, but I feel like even TikTok Live Studio, you only works on PC, not Mac. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. If I'm gonna keep streaming, I don't want my money to be lost. Hopefully if it's just like $10, $50 here and there, I'm not gonna mind that. But if it starts to be like hundreds of dollars loss because it's lagging on Ninja Trader, or I just need to set, like, once I get my trade on with y'all, I just need to set a take profit and a stop loss, or at least a take profit, so then it will at least close at that number and the price should match. Like my P&L should match. Whether it lags, but it'll hit it, and then my Ninja Trader will match. So I'll just probably have to do that. Okay, now we got a new swing low for market structure shift. This blue line. I'm still, like I said, I'm still not confident. I wanted to sweep that yellow line. Because I've seen it. It can go down here, come up in here, then go up, sweep this yellow line. You're stopped out your trade. Or, I mean, you could take this for a small gain. Annoying how market is up nonstop, even in pre-markets. Right. It is annoying. You know, it just is what it is. Is what it is. We're almost out of our little reversed wick. Not a candle close. It's almost candle closing, but did not candle close. Alright. Still wicking. No candle close below this. Let's look on the 5 minute. How are y'all liking it on the 5 minute? I mean, on the 5 minute, we can wait for the 9:55 candle swing low. I don't know. Like I said, it's just, I wanted to sweep up here first. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold on to what I want. Let the market show me what it wants to do. It looks like it wants. Because if we don't sweep this on ES, it's probably not gonna go higher. All right, let's see what we got on the 1 minute on NQ. Still not a candle close above neither of these. Like I said, you can wait for this hourly to get inverted if you wanted to. On ES, do we have a market structure shift? We do, kind of. It's still not deciding either on ES. We can still wait for that yellow line, or we need to wait for like a strong displacement candle maybe. ES is looking unsure as well. Like, you know, you want to just take that yellow line out, just take that line out. Everyone turned bullish for no reason because of data when they literally put fake data out. So they can keep propping up the market. How the fuck were we at 510 last week? Now we're at 540 again on SPY. Are you waiting for a deviation? No, I'm waiting for a liquidity sweep on the hourly, but we did, or a strong displacement reversal back to the downside. You know what I'm saying? So we do have hourly S&T here. If you see on ES, we did not take out this hourly candle high. So here we go. Take out this yellow line, please. And then on NQ, boom. Now, any reversal, I'm going to be confident in. We didn't take out this yellow line. This was the hourly liquidity point. The next one above this fair value gap. That was the swing high before this. That's what I wanted. Okay, we barely touched it, but it pushed and it's reversing. And then we got a sweep of this hourly candle on NQ that we didn't sweep on ES. That move, I'll take. Ugh. It's like by a tick. A ticky tick tick. Maybe did I mark it wrong? Because we can see if I marked it wrong. Oh yeah, I did. It's here. Okay, so did we sweep it? Barely. Let's go on the 1 minute. We still didn't really sweep it. We touched it. Still didn't make higher highs on ES, so it still looked like we want to go down. We didn't even break this hourly, but we broke the hourly on NQ. Are you looking for calls or puts? Puts. I don't trade options anymore with puts. We're looking to go down. What does liquidity sweep mean? It's an ICT concept. It's just a major swing high needs to come above it and then just reject immediately off of it, not run straight through it. And we haven't. We've been like teetering on it, but we haven't reversed or we haven't pushed away from it strong enough yet either. Like we haven't like pushed through it for a continuation, and we haven't like we swept liquidity with these wicks, these small candle closes above, but we haven't like pushed below it heavy enough for us to get in a trade. We do have a new swing low to be broken here. Let's look on the 5 minute. It's looking good on the 5 minute. I mean, we did touch it. I would love a liquidity sweep above it, but we did get a touch. Now, can we get some reversals? It's still trading here, so it looks like it does wanna, you know, take it out. If it's not pushing against it, you want it to come up here and just come away from it. A fake breakout, essentially, right? There is also a breaker block on the 4 hour. Let's see. This breaker block on the 4 hour? Or you mean for the opposite direction? Like here. Oh yeah, this breaker block to come back down into, to go down, that we're already in. Dun dun dun. We did get a 4 hour liquidity sweep on here for CRT, but like I said, the 4 hour I'm not going to be on the charts that long, so I don't really watch the 4 hour like that. I watch it a little bit because sometimes it's really close to a 4 hour fair value gap. Like it's like right here that you know it's going to it. Like one day I took a fat trade, a sell down to a 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, it's moving down further on ES, so let's go back to the 1 minute. Still didn't get market structure shift, no strong displacement. Did not invert this yet either. We're gonna wait for the candle close below this. Swing low, but I want a strong displacement through. I don't want like a little baby candle close. I want a strong displacement down. But I mean, ES is looking good. The SMT is looking good. Now we just get a nice confirmation. I probably should make this smaller now if we're about to get into a trade, because I trade on Ninja Trader because I have a Mac, so it's a whole thing. Even though I'm on my 50K Top Step account. So Top Step lets you connect one rhythmic account with Ninja Trader, so that's why I started with Top Step. I already had Top Step, it's cheap. I started with my rhythmic account. Once I get my funded futures or Apex or any TradeAvate account with another prop firm, I could trade the TradeAvate account on TradingView, and then it will copy trade in Ninja Trader. So hopefully, I have to make sure it works though, but hopefully I can just trade on TradingView and then it'll just copy trade my Ninja Trader. All right, there's our displacement. So once this candle closes below, I want it below this gap and below this swing low. So you've got a wick. If it doesn't candle close below it, I'm not getting in. I want it below this. Still didn't get a candle close below it. See, it's why you wait. It's why you wait. It's why you wait. And you can even wait for the candle close below this. All right, 44 seconds. So it's just annoying. I hate when it runs down and then it does all this, and you still have like 20 seconds left. But that's why, because look at that wick. Wick back on up. It's not giving us strong signs of anything to the downside right now, on NQ at least. That's why I'm like, do you want to take out that yellow line? Let me know. Take it out. Now we have a new market structure shift. You see now that it's just getting lower and lower. Like I don't even want to consider this one anymore, because at this point, this wick that we kind of want to close below the wick. I might go up on lot size too today. if I'm really confident in this, because the S&T is really making me strong. I just need a strong movement off of this area. And I want a strong displacement, not like a, yeah, make a new swing high for us. Honestly, I would prefer that. So now we wait for a candle break below that. I wasn't confident in this little candle close below it after the long wick up. No. Make us a new swing high. Go ahead and take out this yellow so we can really get some shit shaking. Or could displace to the downside super fat and leave a new bearish fair value gap. There's also a bearish 4-hour fair value gap that just turned into an inverse fair value gap. It just bounced off. That's an hour. Are you sure it's not an hourly one? I marked the 4-hour fair value gap up here, and then this is an hourly one that just got inverted in an hourly swing high. So you think it's gonna keep going higher? Sorry, 30-minute, exactly, yeah. This is an hourly one. This is the hourly fair value gap that got inverted. But I've said that many times on higher time frames. It will close above it just to reverse. It will respect it. Inverted fair value gaps I feel like only work for real on lower time frames as far as like playing off of them. You could have played off of this just to this next liquidity point here, and you still wouldn't be stopped out yet technically, unless you got in right here. No, you still wouldn't be stopped out, but you still, I mean, we tapped it, but we didn't like close above it for you to get a close. So we're still just waiting out of our 20-minute range. So ES is looking stronger, honestly, if you wanted to trade ES today. But still, we got a wick above that pink line I drew on the 1 minute. So is it stronger? This happened on like Monday last week. It did all this, and then it finally like at 11 or 12 just started dumping the rest of the day. Like I said, I'm not sure. If we would have closed above this and then came down strong, I probably would have been in trade already. But without this sweep of this, it could go down. Hey, girl. We can see we want a strong displacement. That's looking good now on ES. But like I said, if we don't get a trade before noon, I'm out of here. Which obviously you can trade all the way until 4 o'clock p.m. I just only trade the morning. That's what I like. That's what my emotions allow me to trade. So we'll see. Just patiently waiting. Very boring live stream. This is what trading is. It's just boring and patience, and then you go on about the rest of your day. Y'all know what it's doing today. Especially because news wasn't even something crazy to be trading sideways like this. It's not like a big news candle. But typical like news, tap, come back to the fair value gap, go up higher. So you got on the 830, which I used to get on the 830. That would have been a nice trade. Getting in here. I got off the charts. I think today is a continuation day. Good for you. It might be. This was a good trade if you got on 830. I thought about getting back on 830, but that's like 6:30 a.m. for me. And I go to bed like midnight, so I eat better, so I'm not really sleepy, but I just try to at least get like 7 hours of sleep. So yeah, this is a decent trade. Still played out kind of long though. Y'all know what it's doing. It could be one of those things where it's gonna reverse in the PM session. We do technically have another macro at 10:50 to 11:10. Some people consider that a macro. Like every new hour is a macro to some people. Some people just do the silver bullet one, so they do like the 9:50 to 10:10, and then the 1:50 to 2:10. That's another silver bullet hour, but and technically we're in the silver bullet hour, so until like really like 11 o'clock, we can still have a reversal happen. That's why I like the macro in the morning, because anytime in between here, we should get a reversal. I was trying to trade the silver bullet during the spring, and it was not. It was always continuing. It was not reversing in this hourly time frame. It could be a continuation day, though. I also don't mind it. If we get a strong candle close above this, I think we can take it to this next fair value gap, because let's go on the 1 hour. Yeah, like I said, I want that yellow line to be taken from confident. There's not another liquidity point for real, on the 1 hour until, I mean, technically all these swing highs, but this one up here is a real swing high made on the 1 hour. This like swing high here. And then, I mean, you could do any one of these lines, but you could take a trade to like this line or this line if we get a nice full candle close to the upside. And I'm not even confident in it going up until we break on ES. So we have S&T right now, so that's why I'm confident in a reversal. On the hourly, we took out this hourly high. On ES, we did not take out this hourly high. So that's why I'm like confident in a reversal. I just wanted to sweep this hourly candle first. And if not, we just don't take a trade today. I don't mind not taking a trade today. So we'll see. I guess if you got on at 9:30 or 8:30, you just had your money already. But we have 30 minutes for this candle close. Or if you want to be really sure, since we're not, you can wait for it to close below this fair value gap. Like close below, and then take it down to this. If you want to be super short. That's the only way you're going to be. Like, once we invert this hourly fair value gap that we already closed above, and then come back under it, which is not inverted because it's a bearish one. But once we close back under it, that can be, you're for sure starting to get in some sales. So you can wait. Yeah, it's a later entry, but it's better than losing. But I'd rather, because it can take out this yellow line without taking out this. There's a big space in here. All you need is a little something above that is what I want. So yeah, let's just see. If anyone wants to just get off the charts right now, you can surely do that. You don't have to trade for 5 hours or 8 hours or 6 hours, even though people tell you you should. You do not have to. If your setup hasn't played out yet and you don't want to sit on the charts anymore, go ahead. Because some people do that. Sometimes, like, choppiness like this might mean, listen, we're not even going to get much volatility anyway. Let's see. We can add a volume indicator and see. I hate the volume indicator too, which everyone loves. Yeah, it's not really showing us much, but we'll leave it up here for today. So let's see if we get something before 11. I'm saying if we're getting before 11:10, I'll probably get off the chart. So it's like what, 40 more minutes. If we don't get a strong displacement up or a strong displacement down, we can just call it. And then that's probably what if it's trading like this in the morning, it's probably gonna give a nice move in the afternoon. So it's probably usually a rule of thumb. If it's gonna trade sideways like this in the morning, it's gonna give us afternoon. And some people do. Some people sit on charts all day. A lot of the gurus do. They take like a PM trade and an AM trade and all that. And I'm like, I don't need to do that. When it's trading sideways like this, it's giving that PM session, it's probably about to be lit as fuck. Especially probably that 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. silver bullet hour. It might go crazy. So y'all might can get back on. I'm probably not. Um, but hey, you know what it is? It's still a win because we have patience today. Or we got off the chart, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's look at that. Because I used to get trigger happy and want to play some shit. Or maybe even play, like, here to here. Which, I mean, it worked out, but it was still very choppy. It wasn't really clean. So it's like, it's still a win. It's not a loss, though. Because I've been saying you work my patience anyway. So a patient day for me is still a win. And it's news. It's news today and news tomorrow. So I have a feeling it wouldn't be. And that's what's crazy because some people are like, I don't trade news, and like some people didn't trade yesterday. Like Dodgy's DD didn't trade yesterday. And I'm like, we all took your strategy yesterday. We took a IVF off S&T, and you talking about you don't want to trade it. You was scared. Like that was one of the cleanest setups yesterday. Cleanest. I mean, I wouldn't have took my first loss if I paid attention to S&T, but I still made my losses back and then some on that beautiful ass trade. So it's like. It is what it is. Yeah, he was on paper, which is good. People have been eating him up too about paper trading, which I don't. I've noticed it. Like, you know, here's did you say why are you paper trading? But also, I feel like that's smart. Like, if you feel like you're not sure, you should be paper trading. So he was like, all these old men were eating him up, and he was like, I'm actually being smart, and I'm not over leveraging, and I'm not trading terribly if I'm not sure. So I'm like, that actually is fair. You should be paper trading, you know. So that's better to watch. That's still a win. You might find a bigger setup. Right, interesting candle here. I'm like, almost displacement. Is it trying to tell us it wants to go down? We have a nice little candle on the ES too, so I don't know, man. Are we finally going down? Because this would happen on, what was it, Monday last week or something? It was like trading sideways a bunch. I got off the chart because I got faked out on like an inverted variety gap like this. My drawdown. It like did this and then it went higher and then came down like I made like a double top, but like a choppy ass double top. And then it like ran down like the rest of the day. So if we can get some of that, I would love that. And if we get it in this next macro, because after this is lunch. I ain't trading no lunch macro. No 11:50 to 12 o'clock. All right. Market structure shift here. Market structure shift here. If you want to be safe. Well, we didn't get candle close yet, y'all. So let's be patient here. But if you want to be extra safe, enter only on this fair value gap here. If it taps back into it, we didn't candle close yet. See, it wicked up. It even wicked up. It came down and wicked up. This is why you wait for a candle close, child. It's playing in our faces, y'all. You gotta find love reading the charts, the story and price. You really do, and I really do. I've loved it from the beginning, even when I was losing money. I've always loved it. I just was at the time making a lot of money in my job, and I just started making it, so I couldn't really leave my job yet. But I made a lot in like trading. I made like 30 grand. I should have moved back in with my parents then, and I would have been rich as fuck. If I just quit my job and do my parents then, having that beginners like in trading and just like doing it out. But I had just started making like 6 figures with costuming, and then when I went back to work, I started making like 150K. Like I started making a lot of money. But then I got to a point where like working on set for 12, 14, 15 hours a day was not fun. I started like, I used to go to the gym and work 12 hours a day, but I started like only being able to do one or the other. So I started like, I didn't gain a lot of weight because you walk a lot in my job, but I started to like not be able to go to the gym. Like it was a lot. Stylists started getting crazy and started being like super insane. Whoa. I hope it does that. Like if you're gonna go down, just go. Like don't wick. Just go. Just show us what you want to do and just go. How do y'all feel? Do y'all want to wait for? Okay, strong on ES as well. We can wait to invert this one too. I think once this candle closes, we're definitely in the trade. If we don't wake up like fucking this. Or you can wait for this fair value gap to be tapped to be extra safe. But still, no candle close. We're still wicking, y'all. I better start blowing on the screen. Ooh, strong wick to a blue. That's crazy. See that? That's why you can't get in early. I used to get faked out on candles like that because I hate it when I'm waiting for a market structure shift and it closes. The only market structure shift candle close is like way far away, but it's like that's better than a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like after stop, I used to get like faked out on long candles like this, thinking of course it's gonna close white. It's way down here. No, that shit can still wake up on your ass. And I learned that. I learned that the hard way so many times. I did that yesterday. That was one of my losses yesterday. I knew it was going up, but it'd be like a wick above the inverted value gap, close below, and then like 20 minutes later, it gave me the candle close I wanted. Just being impatient, just losing money for free, just doing dumb shit. Knowing it was right. My whole conviction was right yesterday. Just doing shit. Okay, now this fair value gap tap is not even valid because we need a candle close. We need a market shift. If we got at least a candle close on one of these candles, I maybe say you should enter on it, but I would not. At this point, this could be inverted fair value gap entry actually. If you want to do it, once we candle close here and just take it to this. That's how a lot of those guys trade it. They trade like the small little wins like that. That technically could be a trade. I don't know if I'm gonna take that trade. But that I feel like, especially because I'm waiting kind of for this liquidity sweep, so that could be a trade that you take. But it does keep bouncing off this, so we'll see. Because now we're here again. Now our market structure shift now is down here. I'll leave this one and I'll move this one to this one. So if we get a candle close below here, maybe we're in the right direction, but and inverse this. But I know a lot of gurus are gonna take this trade if it closes above here. Like dodgies, they'll take this trade. They'll take these little smaller ones, as we can either trade that big trade of the day. Let's see. I'm not gonna take it, but since I do want this liquidity really swept, I feel like it could just go up here and sweep it out and then give us what we want to the downside. So far, not so much though, but that's why I say you have to wait for candle closes, you have to wait for confirmations. Right, what liquidity we're saying about, because like I said, it tapped it, but I want a real sweep. That's what I want. Like I said, we still have this S&T, which is really the saving grace right now. But like I said, it could still come sweep this and still be below this on ES. And then if it gives you a nasty candle close, that's a terrible entry, so you wouldn't even take that trade anyway. But if y'all wanted to, that entry's kind of close already, but we did get inverted for value gap. As I said, unless it closed like right above that shit, maybe. But that fat ass candle like that, that's why I said sometimes I'll get in early because I hate when the candle just runs without me. But I'm not confident in that. I'm not confident in that trade because I said I wanted to come up here and sweep some shit. So, but also, do we want to take that trade? Probably not. With the choppiness of the day, probably not. That was the day that Dodgy and like Hydra and a lot of guys took that trade and lost because it came up here to almost sweep this out to give us our reverse from this fair value gap. But see how the stop loss was so big, I got liquidated over leveraging. I got it like down here, stop loss obviously above the high. I was confident we were going down, but it took me to like 1,000 here, and obviously a 150K account. So once you get to 1,000, you're gonna get liquidated. So I'm down to 3 micro contracts now. I want to go back up to 5, but once I get a confirmation in the direction, not just playing off something. I want to get an actual confirmation. I want to make my little $1,400, close that shit, get off. But I'll stay on 3 today because I'm not really sure. It did come back and tap. We closed above on the invert and came back. So that is a better entry. That is a better entry. I don't know, man. I'm not taking it, but I do think this is a decent trade to take. And your stop loss is not that terrible. So you probably risk, depending on what you're trading with, $100 to make 270, which is not terrible. And we got a wick on ES, so while you wait for candles to close. So this is the hourly candle, so a lot can happen in this time. So that's why I said, if TUI really sweeps some shit, I'm not confident in this, and that's how it is. We're almost in the end of our silver bullet session and the 11 a.m. macro. So a boring day on the charts, but yay for patience. So it's a win. Yay for patience. Let's see. Do you have Telegram? No, I only trade live on TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. And I just post on here, and I go live twice a day. I'll probably start Discord in the new year, but I don't want to start until I'm profitable, and then it will not be free. So, because I just feel like I could trade for free on here. What's the point of having a Discord? It's just extra. That's extra hardware for my little computer. So, but yeah, I think my Discord will start at like $30 for the first 100 people, then $60 for the next 100 people, and then $120 for the final price when I do one. But I want to make sure I'm confident. And that's why I started trading live on for free anyway, because one, might as well, and two, just to see how I trade live, because I don't want to like start making money doing other things and then doing a Discord because people say you should, and then I just start trading shitty because I don't like trading with people on live. But so far it's been okay. I don't mind it. Trading on live so far is cool. I usually am more patient on live too, and/or I'm not scared to take. Like I took 3 trades yesterday, which technically broke my rules. I only did 2, but I obviously didn't wait for a candle close on one and then closed it immediately after. So, and then I took a loss, and then I waited for the real win I wanted. So it is what it is. It would be, what would really ruin this trading session if we get a candle close higher on that 1 hour candle on ES, and then the S&T is just gone, and then we're really unsure because the S&T is really all we're holding on to right now. But if that this ES candle here closes above here, and we still are just not trading sideways, then that would not be fun. And now our market structure shift for the downside entry is way down here. So that's what we can maybe look at a higher time frame. Because honestly, did we even get anything for inverted fair value gap on the 5 minute? Not really. But we do have a wick here on the 5 minute for a little small run up. Long wick on ES now too. So I need to figure out how to stream on my computer from YouTube and TikTok so I can use my phone. And so y'all on TikTok can see it like full screen, like people on YouTube see it. Because y'all are kind of only seeing it through my phone to my computer, which is fine, but it's not as clear as seeing it like people on YouTube see it in full screen like this. So, but also people on YouTube can't see they can see when I switch tabs in here, but they can't see when I switch different browsers like y'all can on TikTok. So, is that inverted trade gonna play out? Who knows? We're still just sitting here. I'd like to really be at the gym already, usually. Maybe it's not our day. Should we all just call it? I'm gonna wait for 11:10 So 30 more minutes. Look at that inverted trade kind of playing out. Because if I wanted to go that yellow line anyway, why not take the trade up to it? So that many times before. But obviously with the choppiness today, it wasn't for sure take that inverse trade. So, and it still hasn't even hit take profit. So it's still trading choppiness though. It's one of those, I'm gonna put on music actually. But my music taste is very random, so I don't know if y'all would enjoy it. And YouTube be having ads. Yeah, it's just a boring trading day. We didn't get any options. I wonder what people on Twitter. Oh yeah, but I go on Twitter too, like YouTube. Y'all can't see that. Y'all just see the charts. So let's see what Twitter's talking about. A plus scenario today, 0 live trades for me. 0 A plus setup, 0 live trades for me. See? I'll do a same, still on the charts, waiting for 30 more minutes and then getting off. Okay, well, that's a good win though for patience in my book. Some of y'all might already be patient, so y'all might not. That might not be a win for y'all, but Hydra's a good trader. NQ London, see London says something like, I don't trade London. You see London and Asian, that shit don't be moving. It do sometimes. So yeah, it's not. Do y'all want to call it? It's up to y'all. We can call it if y'all will call it. I don't mind not losing money. I have been 2 for 2 the last 2 days, so this is one of those days where I see why people will wait and sit on the chart and take a PM trade. All right, still S&T, we're pushing. Told you that inverted value gap on the 1 minute. It's about to play out in your favor if you took that trade. I did not take it, but boom, that was a trade and it hit. So now we're cooking with grease now. Can we get a real reversal now? We still have S&T. See that trade, that inverted value gap, it did play out. I just seen a lot of gurus take this trade many times. That trade did play out, so I still want to wait for the big reversal of the day if we get it. We still have S&T. And now we're pushing higher, so it's giving, like Lakia said, the inverses don't play. They sure don't. I seen someone say maybe it's a continuation day. If we break above this, maybe get in. Like I said, it can do a bunch of candle shit around here. We're still gonna wait. Told you the inverse trade, we should have took it. But like I said, it was choppy. Someone else didn't take any trades today, so it was choppy. So, but inverted. We wanted it to the yellow line anyway. That's how I feel. Like some people wait for a 4 hour, it to tap in here before you look for a trade. And I'm like, if I know it's going there, why not trade it? Okay. We might get a fair value gap to switch our whole bias to buys. We still have S&T, but I think ES is about to close above. And maybe that's just, damn, that inverted. If you had just been that inversion, we would just been riding this shit. Riding it. Like I said, until we get this, and we got 11 minutes. So I would love for another inverted for value gap. So that trade played out. Obviously, some of us didn't take it. If you took it, you can get off the charts. Now we can wait for, I'm gonna wait for ES to see if it actually closes higher, or we can wait for some of these to get inverted. But I don't know, I feel like Lakia did call it. She said she felt like it's a continuation day. So once we break this, and it looks like we might, but it could do this in reverse, but dang, if we took that in reverse right again. But that's why scared money don't make money, but we didn't lose any money. So the inversions do not play. All right, we're about to be in the macro for 11 a.m. and I'll even mark actual 11 a.m. because that's when some people get off the chart for silver bullet. Dang, so yeah, she called it. She said a continuation day. And that's why I said people are like, oh, you're going with the bias, and my bias is better, my bias is whatever. Like, the market will just do what it wants to do. You just play off of it. That's why I hate. Even when a lot of gurus say that, like, I have a bias, but don't be afraid to change your bias. Like, just don't go in with the bias. Just don't. Even bearish, we called this trade. We called this buy trade. It might not have been as big as the bearish trade we wanted, but it's still a trade, and it still played out perfectly with no drawdown. Oh, yeah. I don't know. LC, we just broke it on ES. So I do think we're probably going to continue now. But is it giving CRT on ES? It could do that too. Look, liquidity sweep reversal. I don't know what y'all think. 10, 10, 11, 10 macro. Right. I feel that. I love that. Invite to join live as a guest. Yeah. So it is continuing, so Akira Trades is right for sure. It could still reverse from here, but I'm not. I went back under this yellow line for real, for real. This trade hurt though. Might look at the PM session. Yeah, honestly, just come back at PM session. No, I'm not going to, but we had good patience today. I did call this trade. We did not take it. We could have maybe paper traded it because obviously it still was like, choppy. So who the fuck knew? For real, for real. This wasn't like a clean invert variety gap, but like a clean. I mean, this move was clean though. I'm not gonna lie. This little section of the chart was clean. So I'll give the market that. So good patience though. We're building good habits. Exactly. We're building good habits. We do have a nice wick here, but since our is gone, our SMT divergence is gone, I'm not confident in trading more. I wanted it to sweep this, not sweep this here, even though it's given a good sign for turtle soup. I know some people probably on Twitter took this trade. I'm probably gonna tweet about the trade, and then let's just come back. We'll back test tonight. We'll talk about this, and then we'll talk about whatever happens in PM session if anyone traded. Yeah, it's given continuation today. But yeah, thank y'all for joining the live. I mean, hey, it's a good trade. I can just journal it. It is what it is. Scared money don't make no money though. It doesn't hurt per se, but we called it, and it feels good, I guess, as a beginner to call shit. So I'll see y'all tonight on the live. No trades taken today.